No! No, put it back. So it's... Oh my god, stop it. Well, hello, one and all. Welcome. Welcome to episode 6 of Poetica. Happy New Year. I hope everyone is doing well out there and had a good sort of holiday, festive break thing. Yeah, I had a good one. All in all, pretty relaxing, pretty casual. So, first things first, it occurred to me, do we have one with just like 6? Okay, we'll just use these because they're not so pretty. We can make ourselves some bellows. Aha! And that should help potentially speed things up if we do a load of metalworking today, which I think we will. And is that facing the right way? Yeah, so that should work. One option would be to remove this block and put it there. Might just look a bit stupid though. I think that's fine. I think that's cool. Yeah, and you can see it's like creating some kind of a puff of smoke, so that's probably a good sign. Now we've got this tree that grew. Not sure what type of log that is, but it looks kind of nice. And I was thinking about just doing one more charcoal pit just to kick things off today. Because, well, I don't know, we've got quite a lot of charcoal, but I don't want to run out mid-smelting project. Although we probably won't. That's probably enough. But we can't have too much of a good thing, so let's just go and grab a load of that anyway. And the idea today will be to, at the very least, get all of this smelted into copper ingots and get our copper anvil sorted. But let's go get a load of trees first, and over there is probably the best spot to do it. We don't want to really carry around all this leather with us, do we? But I might leave the leather in here because more than anything it's going to be a sort of mitten repairing resource, you know? Now, there's one thing also that somebody suggested in the comments I just wanted to try. So this, I think, has been dealt with by Verph, or will be very shortly. Yeah, it didn't work either, did it? Just got thatch. The crops issues are in the next update, which I think is coming any moment now. So yeah, by next episode we should be able to go out and get some crops going. Let's hit the road, shall we? This looks vaguely exciting, like a crop of some kind. Indeed. Peanuts! Oh, that's cool. Are there any more? Yes, there are a few more as well. I mean, the time of year is a bit dodgy. Early autumn, yeah, we maybe have to save peanut planting for next year anyway, but that's cool. Cheeky crop. Some pretty little parrots here. That's nice. How do we tame those? Can we tame them and have them, like, you know, sit on our shoulder and stuff? I swear we can, can't we? Because they're just from vanilla, aren't they? I don't know, actually. I've got no idea. Now, bear in mind. That's the end of the sentence. Bear in mind. Because there's a bear around here, isn't there? So right now, it's on my mind. Last time it jumped out at us, and yeah, there's like a cub as well. Anyway, so just bear in mind. Sorry, that's a stupid joke, but I thought it was pretty good. Cut. Just having a little snack here. I just noticed something as well, quite bizarre. But the peanuts are grain. I wonder if we can feed those to our animals. Could become a thing, that, couldn't it? That could be a decent little thing. Who knows? Who knows? Choppity. Alright, and we have ourselves another charcoal pit full of wood there, and a little bit to spare. Not too much, but some spares. And it's night time, it's quite scary. We've also got some floating bush there, which I'm just going to leave. So yeah, time to attempt the walk back home. We also got 2 bees, so that adds a few more bees to our collection, and actually makes me think, well, maybe we should try and do something with them, try and work out what it is we need to do. Now, what about this? This looks maybe interesting. Okay, it wasn't ripe, but green grapes. Okay, cool, yeah, we'll just take the seeds, definitely. I could have maybe marked them on the map and come back for them when they'd ripened up, but it's also autumn, so things might just pop off soon, you know? With that in mind, I think just gathering the the seeds is a good idea. What's that? Oh, it's an animal. Sorry, mate. Alright, so oops, we've done this before, and we'll do it again. When you make a mistake with one of these, it's absolutely crushing. I spent about half an hour gathering that wood. And yeah, if you don't get that block on in time, the whole thing can just go up in flames and you just lose it all. Whoa! Crazy effects on the green screen. Oh man. Okay, that's better. A little bit of news on that front is that I actually did buy myself, look at this. Haven't unboxed them yet, but I've got two of these things. Whee! So, I mean, this room is a state at the moment, but like, yeah, I'm gonna be upgrading the setup in here a little bit. I've got a green screen on the way as well, like a foldy-uppy one, you know. So this one that's got the hole in the back and stuff, and it's all a nightmare. So yeah, we're gonna be getting a bit more technologically advanced in our setup. So we've got 3 bees now and 2 honeycombs. What if we find the honeycombs in here? Yeah, those ones. Rustic. Beeswax. Okay, so there's a few different things we can do with it. And it comes from rustic, so there's the rustic beehive, which doesn't seem to be craftable. Those lanterns look like a nice, easy recipe. Oh, there he is. Why did that not come up in our search before then? Very strange. So there's no crafting uses for it. Oh, look, we can make candles. That's kind of nice. I wonder if they burn forever. Oh, look. Just with 2 pieces and any yarn, you get 2 candles. That's kind of interesting. There seems to be a fair amount of interesting stuff in here, but... Oh, is it the apiary? It's probably that. Should we just try and make one of those? Apiary, is that what a bee lives in? Yes, I just googled it. I didn't google rustic, I just googled the word apiary. And yes, it is. That's a beehive situation. So let's craft this thing. What did I just throw on the floor? Weird, okay. So I think we just needed 2 of those and then a load of logs, right? Which we've got outside. Yep, 6 logs. Okay. So let's see about this, because if we could produce a load of candles for like more permanent light source, that would be really nice. And I feel like this can go right here, next to the animals. Ah, yes. Ah, yes, 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 yes. That looks like it makes perfect sense. And in fact, I'm starting to think we might want 1 per bee, but let's experiment with it. But I bet we do. I bet we want, like, let's see if it lets us put a stack in or not. It does let us put a stack in. Okay, well, should we just leave it like that for now? Maybe that's all we need to do. Let's just leave that and see what happens. And then we could maybe like have a look at it, how much we're getting out of it, and then experiment by putting a couple more down and spreading them out. Cool. Alright, nice. Oh man, this pack just looks so nice. He says every episode. Alright, check it out. There's now 7 bees in there and 8 pieces of honeycomb. That's absolutely wild. It's been no time at all, like in game. We're talking. This is another piece. Wow. Okay. All right. We should start processing some of this stuff. So what was it we were looking at? Okay. Firstly, what can we do with that stuff? So you just put it in a barrel of water. Oh no. Sorry. We still have to cook it. We still have to cook it. Okay. Oh, I mean, I was not expecting this thing to be that efficient. The bees are just multiplying so quickly. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is exciting. But whatever happens, I think we need to cook it, right? And then that stuff seems to have similar recipes to the other. But it's 1 for 1 there, but I thought there's the other one a bit more interesting. No, it's still 1 for 1. Okay. Probably just in here is fine. Well, we can only do 1 piece at a time. In the forge, it would take charcoal, but we could do 5 pieces at a time. We're going to run slightly out of wood. My concern with actually doing all the metalworking we want to do is, yeah, we have very little wood for making pit kilns, for actually melting the stuff down. We've got enough wood for 3 pit kilns. So if we're going to make 7 double ingots, we need to do at least one of those 3 pit kilns needs to get us 3 double ingots, and then the other 2 could do 2 each. So why don't we start with just doing 2 to just practice our workflow. So 400 there. Yeah, that'll get us 2 double ingots. Fine. Let's just start by just cooking that up. Now, the other thing I want to do is make a new axe mold, because our axe is very much on its last legs, and we do have 2 units of bismuth bronze going spare, or 2 ingots worth of bismuth bronze, I should say, from the mistake we made last time. So we'll do all that. Let's have a drink. Eat some peach perhaps as well. Delicious. And then we should make 1 more tool mold. Oh, but we need ingot molds as well. Ah, damn. Well, we could cut down the tree that's appeared outside our base, couldn't we? So then we could get a whole extra pit kiln going. Because, yeah, we need ingot molds. Like, at least 4 of them. But we probably really want 6. But we can make more later. For now, we just need 4. So we need, like, a whole pit kiln with those in. So, yeah, what extra tool do we want to make out of bronze now? Yeah, the scythe's pretty nearly done as well. I mean, yeah, I don't know how we're going to reach most of these leaves anyway. It might be a little bit tricky. So I always get this one wrong, but I won't today. Ah, there we go, scythe, excellent. And we want, yeah, let's take a stack of yucca string upstairs with us too. I think that's us good to go here. So we've got those 4 in there. There's the bismuth and there's the copper, the 2 tools. We've got our mittens, we've got that. Yeah, so then the yucca string goes in here next to the leather. So that's what we need to repair the mittens when that time is upon us. We'll have to put down everything that's hot before we do that. Oh, look, and this is finished. Okay, so we can harvest that when the pit kilns are going. But yeah, let's grab all these logs as well. Put them in their rightful place. But we will use these 16 now. Yeah, and we'd want to try and climb up there and finish sort of harvesting all the leaves off that before we cut down that tree as well, but we are going to cut that down. But let's get all of these going here. Okay, good. Oh yeah, and like I said last time, I just want to be careful to always get rid of any foliage close by, because we don't want big fire spreading to our various belongings. All right, well let's potter about for a bit while these cook, shall we? Okay, right, it's go time. The mittens are on. Let's do it. So all this stuff will be hot, but I don't think the mittens get any more usage out of them for being hotter than something else. Let's do the tools first. Because I think we definitely had enough time for that copper cooling down to just fit into tools quickly. Okay, perfect. Let's cool those right down. And then move on to pouring the copper ingots out. Our mittens are going down fast. I think I can get away with one more, and then I think I might try and craft a replacement. Oh no, I think we can just keep going. Let's just quickly get it done and get everything hot out of our inventory and into the forge there. Quick. Go. Get them all in there. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah. Oh, we've got more slots than we thought, actually. Is anything else still hot? Everything else should be cold now. Yeah, I think we did it. Oh, wow, and only just. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Well, it doesn't feel like too much of a bump to... Yeah, so we've actually got a lot more slots than I thought. We could easily do... My concern with doing more than 2 double ingots in one go was that we didn't have the slots, but we totally do. We can keep our eye on like 8 at once. We could probably do twice as many next time. Depending on how much timing we have to spare. Also, this apiary thing is absolutely insane. We're up to 50 now and 29p. So we're going to have a lot of candles. It's going to be good. So now we just got to keep our eye on these like last time. Wait until they turn solid. Can maybe just make our new tools in the meantime. I was pleasantly surprised with the sapling yield from that one tree. We got 4 saplings. So those juniper trees might be quite good ones to farm, to be honest. We'll see if it'll let me grow them in a row like it has just, like I've planted them there, fingers crossed. Now, they're going to be hot when we pick them up, so let's repair our mittens now, because they are reasonably close to dead anyway. There we go. And then, solid, right, let's go. So we need to get all the ingots out. And then start putting them on. Do we need the hammer and the mittens in the offhand at the same time? So we actually need to put these away somewhere. So now there's nothing hot on us. Empty hand. No, put it back. So, oh my god, stop it. Where are the mittens? Put the mittens back on. Pop that in there. What am I messing up here? Do we need the hammer? Oh, we need the hammer in our actual hand. Right, okay. Fine. These aren't weldable anymore. So that was just an amateur mistake, basically, on my part then, was that I just forgot that we need the hammer. We need the mittens in there and the hammer in our actual hand. For some reason I thought it was hammer in the offhand. And then you hit it with the empty hand. So clearly not. So let's cool that guy down. We do have our first one. Let's pop these in there. And let's turn the forge on for the first time then. And cook these back up to heat, I think. Okay, good. Now that's going. Let's cook up some honeycomb in the spare slots as well. Alright, cool. Well, lesson learned. Look, oh, that beeswax went really quick. It's hot though, so we need to cool it. 6 pieces. I think it was string, wasn't it? Like this. Okay, amazing. Now I wonder if they just make light straight away if we need something. They do just make light straight away. Well, let's see if that goes out or not. Have it as a little experiment. Heat these up a bit faster. Can we put it on top of like a fence post? Yeah, we can. What about on a wall? Okay, these are weldable. No, it can't go on a wall. That's a shame. Anyway, let's take these out because they're at danger. And then hammer in our real hand. Thank you. And then cool it right down. Let's salvage some of that. Okay, I think the candle's fine there then. 2 of those done. We've got 4 more candles to place around our world. That does look a bit dumb? Does it look dumb? Looks a bit dumb. I think there's certain settings where these are going to work. In the long run, lanterns out in here would be nicer. Not the worst start in the world. Now, time was a little bit tight though. I wonder honestly if we can do more than 4 at once. I think the answer is yes, we can. We just have to get all the ingots poured, and then we might not get them all welded. We've got 2, so we only need 5 more double ingots. That's 10 more ingots. So it's a bit unfortunate because we've only got 9 slots. But I guess a barrel would give us 1. Look at the amount of this honeycomb, and the bees are just multiplying. Can you imagine that I was going to build 3 of them? So unnecessary. We've got honeycomb coming out of our ears at the moment. So let's find a nice place for a candle down here. I guess just there. Candle. Okay, good. Right. Let's go again. The other thing is we need more ingot molds. Yeah, we're going to need more ingot molds to do a larger batch. But I'm going to attempt to do all the rest of them now. So we're going to need to go up to 10 ingot molds. Now, will we have time to physically pour 10 ingots? Let's think. What did we pour last time? 6. And they stayed liquid for long enough to do 4 more. I think we can do 10. I think we can do 10. So we need 1,000 units of copper, which should be this total here. So they're going to need to be split across 2 vessels, or else we just start using smaller bits. Or rather, we use bigger bits. But I think, no, I'd rather use the small bits and just get them used up. Alright, and so part of the plan here then is to use a barrel, an empty barrel. Thank you. And we'll pop that maybe there. This gives us 1 more slot. So now 4, 5, 1 makes 10. So we can, in theory, we can get rid of all of our ingots while we're waiting for them to reach the right temperature and therefore reduce the exposure to the heat from our mittens. Now while we wait, do we just want to experiment 1 peanut on potentially taming a sheep? They're acting like that. I think I'm going to kill them. Mate. No, I don't think they eat peanut. It's kind of weird because it says it's grain, but clearly it's not. It's like, it's nutritionally grain, but it isn't like actually a grain, so they don't eat it. Okay, well that means we can eat them and they'll increase our maximum health. We nearly recovered from the burning as well, which is good, because if we end up burning ourselves again accidentally in a minute, we'll be back up to health. Okay, and they went. We've got our mittens on, just double check that. And great, and we just immediately just start pouring as fast as we can. I think we'll need to repair the mittens after we've finished pouring all these. Because, yeah, I think they're supposed to be 12 times as durable as the 2 sticks. And 2 sticks do like roughly 1 ingot pour. A little bit more, but not much more. So we're pouring 10 ingots, so that's going to use up like maybe 70-80% of the durability on the mittens, I think. Now one thing I can do to be slightly efficient here is while this last one's pouring is put that on my bar. And then just immediately switch to it. Get the last 2 poured. And they might just start turning immediately, you never know. Full moon is rising, that's fine by me. Put them all away. In all the various slots. 1 in the barrel. Let's cool down these empty vessels. Okay. And now keep checking on these. I don't know which one got poured first. I suppose that they should all be exactly the same temperature. They're all going to turn at the exact same time, aren't they? Yeah, it doesn't matter which one got poured first, because they've all been produced together. So as soon as they go solid, we just grab 2 and just go for it. And oh yeah, look at the mittens. Wow, we did that in the nick of time. Okay, that's good. Solid. No, still liquid. Okay, nice. I'm glad I remembered to check those mittens just then. That could have been a real problem. They all turned solid and suddenly we're like burning ourselves. Yeah, we're losing all the time to the mittens. It does. I love it though. I said this last episode, didn't I, or the one before, whenever it was. But I really do like this mechanic. Like, I felt like it was a real hassle at first, but it's given like the whole early game of metalworking a completely new lease of life for me. It just feels. There we go, solid. So I want to grab that one first because that'll be easier, I think. Okay, good. Let's get 2 more. To see how many of these I can do. So much panic. Okay, but it's happening. How are my mittens looking? Fine, actually. Are these the last 2? Can you imagine if we get them all? Oh, come on. Okay, so that's sick. Okay, now we can cool them down to save mittens. Okay, so yeah, the first like 2 we did was a little bit chaotic. But it was a good warm-up exercise, and then just then pushing ourselves to the limits to see, can we actually do 5 double ingots in one session? Just by using these slots here. Yes, we can. And that's sick. See, this is the most satisfying copper anvil I've ever made in Terrafirmacraft, because it feels like a new... I was going to say for a minute that I thought the recipe's changed or something. No, there it is. No achievement for that. Oh, we did get an achievement. Thank you. So, yeah, the stone one, I don't feel like we need to keep it for, like, keepsies' sake. So we won't. Just smash that down there. And put our stuff back in. Fantastic. Doesn't it look nice around here? So yeah, if we maybe do next episode as a mining one, I think this episode is we're probably done here, because I haven't recorded a huge amount of footage, but I'm aware that I want to leave a lot of the mining sections in fairly unedited, so you can see the speed at which we were working, and kind of how that stuff actually unfolds against the clock of the ingots cooling and things like that. So yeah, I think we'll just leave it there, to be honest. Thanks for watching, one and all. Yeah, I hope you've had, like I say, a good new year. And also, while I'm at it, I've got some new patrons to shout out. So yeah, massive shouts to Martin Stewart, obviously already we mentioned. But we've got Martin HL as well as a new patron, and Scritch. So thank you both, Martin HL and Scritch, our new patrons. Big ups to you. Massive shouts, respect. And yeah, we'll basically in the next week or 2 we will set up the first like patron server, some sort of TFC thing, you know. So yeah, we can all get talking about what that is, and yeah, exciting. Yeah, and if you want to join them as a patron, link is in the description. You can like the video, subscribe, share, blah de blah de blah. I've been DankNStein. Thank you for watching. Welcome to 2022, and I'll see you next time. Safe.